Dumbgeons and Dragons. We'll be right back.
Previously on Dumbgeons and Dragons, the case against Kavlaran Goldweave moved to trial. The party met prosecutor Croker Shaw, whose reputation for ruthless tactics preceded him like a thundercloud. The first witnesses took the stand. Oak, Kavlaran's loyal work friend who tried his absolute best to defend his bumbling colleague, and Bizarre, who, unsurprisingly, held his ground against Shaw's aggressive questioning. Despite Oak's heartfelt testimony and Bizarre's backbone, Shaw's relentless pursuit seemed less about justice and more about destroying an auditor who stumbled onto something he shouldn't have. These are their stories. Dumbgeons and Dragons is a D&D actual play podcast, and I'm your dungeon master, Russ Moore, he, him. Also with me today is Amy Moore as Aladdin, she, her.
He's not even doing real magic.
Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, she, her.
That's a lot of times to lecture. Sorry. I made a face.
Tom Laird as Kavlaran Goldweave, he, him.
But where'd the lighter fluid come from, Amy?
And Kyle Classett as Bizarre the Wizard, he, him.
I do not look at him. I look straight forward and do not acknowledge him.
With special guest this week from Greetings Adventurers, Tim Lanning, he, him.
Can you describe to the court what the Feywild is and what a mind booger is, please?
A quick shout out to our Patreon family who make this show possible and get 130 or more exclusive episodes for their trouble. That's like a lot of D&D that you can get right now. Patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. We hope to see you over there. And now, fuck it, let's play.
I have a few follow-ups. Apologies. Can you describe to the court what the Feywild is and what a mind booger is, please?
Yes. So a mind booger is a method of being able to store a memory experienced by one magic user and can be referenced later on. The Feywild is... How do I say this without potentially breaking brains? Imagine you step into a world like your own, but the laws of nature don't apply.
I see.
Down can be up, up can be down, inside can be out, outside can be in.
When have you been to the Feywild?
Well, I was trapped in the Feywild with some friends of mine, including Cav, for what turned out to be 3 weeks on the material plane. For us, seemed maybe 48 hours.
So, you thought you were gone for 48 hours, but when you got back, more time had passed.
Correct. Our perception of time was that of days, whereas the material plane passed in weeks.
How were you, it seems like, that sounds, you'd probably say something like, were you suddenly sent there? Do you know how or why?
Yes, but it does not pertain to the case.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Shaw stands back up and says, the Feywild is where Kavlaran disappeared to with you.
Mm-hmm.
In the 3 weeks that he and you were presumed missing, you were on another plane of existence.
I understand.
Often referred to in stories and fairy tales.
Yes.
No further questions. He sits down. Judge Delacour looks back and forth between the two of you, Thurston and Shaw, and says, well, if there's no further questions, Bizarre, you...
No further questions, thank you.
You may take your seat. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Shaw stands up and says, I would like to call my own magical witness, one William Vanderhoots. Now, there's a loud sound as the door bursts open.
Hell yeah.
And
Kool-Aid Man is way in. But where'd the lighter fluid come from?
and smoke begins to billow into the gallery, and there are like streamers and sparklers going off, and William Vanderhoot steps through the fog and into, like, almost like he's gliding into the room.
He's on Heelys, isn't he?
He could very well be on Heelys.
100%
He has long bell-bottom pants that are rainbow-colored. He's got a very bright pink jacket, a frilled collared shirt that he has on. His hair is long and like waving in some imaginary wind that's in front of him. And he glides in.
You didn't tell me this guy was awesome. Oh, no.
He glides in and immediately looks towards you, Bizarre, and just gives a wave like, hey, let's catch up after this.
I do not look at him. I look straight forward and do not acknowledge him.
He waves it. We'll catch up later. He makes his way up and swears his oath, and Shaw steps up to the bench. Thank you for the theatrics, Master Vanderhoots. Next time, Master. Probably not necessary. Says, you are a licensed practitioner of the arcane arts, are you not? Yes, of course. I went to the same school as Bizard over there. Bizard the Wizard is what we called him. But yes, at Barnhart Swan School of Magic, Fighting, and Dance. I was one of the top of the class.
Shaw takes a step forward.
You've lectured since then on illusion and subtle enchantment at the Vintersmith Society of Magical Theory. Well, yes, of course. Several times a week. You've no formal connection to the
That's
defendant?
a lot of times to lecture. Sorry. I made a face.
You've no formal connection to the defendant or the mayor's office. So, no. I don't work for the mayor's office, not like Bizard here, and I've never met Kavlaran here. And in your professional opinion, are these ledgers, specifically the copy submitted to Kingstown, and he puts the evidence in front of him, free from magical manipulation?
Vanderhoots looks at them, holds them up to the light, and says,
I see nothing wrong with these. There's just a piece of paper. He rubs his hand on it. He takes a wand out of his back pocket, which Shaw does put a pause to. He says, it's fine. And slams it down on top and like sends this sparks up. The ledger appears fine. And it's like, see, that would have removed any enchantment in an instant.
He's not even doing real magic.
Good eye, Aladdin.
So to clarify, while the structure of the ledgers appears authentic, the specific entries Kavlaran cites as proof of corruption have perhaps been altered in some other way. Well, if it's not magically imbued, it must be the real thing, right?
Shaw takes a long pause and a deep breath.
If magic can't remove magic, it's because it's real. I have no further questions.
Thurston will stand up and, for the courtroom and the records, what spell did you cast on that ledger to test the veracity, whether or not there's magic on it?
Cast the detect magic spell.
And you did it that fast?
Oh,
what
yes.
Material components did you use?
Oh, well, see, I have many wands, and he reaches into his back pocket and pulls out like 18 wands, and I imbue the wands. I store the spells inside of the wands so that for instances like this where I need to quickly cast something, it takes but a moment. But the material components of the detect magic spell, I could go into at length.
Go into any length. Apologies for this might be boring, but we need to hear some of it. I'm sorry.
No, of course. I totally understand that you need to do that. And of course, the detect magic spell, unlike the identify spell, it actually doesn't have physical components. You'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm. I want to do an insight check on this fella.
Sure. What is... you can roll... What is... And feel free to make this up. What is Thurston's own experience with magic, if any?
Thurston has a decent background in magic. He's been around the block a few times. He gets a lot of these cases that other people don't want. He doesn't see himself as a hero. Much like Cav, things he might describe it as unluckily fall into his lap. So he's definitely had to become adaptable, and that includes things such as magic or skullduggery, whether it's mundane or otherwise. So he definitely has, while not mechanically, a high or even any Arcana score. He does have some background and knowledge of magic.
Then roll with advantage.
Hell yeah. Okay, that is a 15 plus 6, so 21.
Hell
Let's go.
yes.
All right. Well, you don't necessarily know the exact what you need to do to cast this spell. You do get the sense that he is telling you the truth, as he at least believes it.
Mm-hmm. Am I getting a sense of overcompensating? Am I getting a sense of oversimplifying?
Definitely trying to oversimplify. You feel like he perhaps is, while not avoiding what actually goes into casting that spell, maybe avoiding the means of which he just cast it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is legal, but let's do a little bit of creative invention. I have here in front of me 3 documents that I can verify to the court that at least one of them has been magically altered. We have here a sketch from my last court case. We have here a menu at the Brood Awakening. And here is a simple flyer for Bizarre's store.
Yeah.
Why mess with perfection is what I always say about our beautiful middles.
Every single time they are perfect, and there's no notes when I go back and edit them. I just cut them just clean.
No,
In fact,
Zero
I think
unique in every
I'm
way.
gonna say something crazy right now, guys. I think you should open your podcast app right now and give our show 5 out of 5 stars just for how good the middles are.
Oh, I love
Jess
that.
is doing it right
Tell
now.
us your favorite middle. If you could just, that's...
Share in our Discord. The middle that
Should
really
we just be
spoke
putting
to you.
out just the middles? Do we
Maybe.
even need the rest of the podcast?
That's the
Great
bonus
point,
content
Kyle.
people
Should we make a
needed.
compilation of just middles?
It's
I
just
think
the
we
middle.
did
middles.
talk about like a podcast recap show where you don't actually hear the podcast, you just hear the people
True.
talking
I mean, I
about
guess
it after.
it is kind of what Dungeons Downtime is.
Yeah.
Is
A little bit.
like
Yeah,
an
that's
extended middle,
Yeah.
basically. Just us, like,
Well,
just
it's what
having
we
a chin
used
wag.
to do in the middle. And
Yes,
Russ
we
was like,
moved that.
yeah. If you have no
Tighten
idea
it
what
up.
I'm talking about, Dungeons Downtime is like the show after the show where we talk about the show and make amazing plans for next time we record and then forget them.
How do I access this new show, Carla?
Oh, Tom, I'm so glad you asked. I am so glad you asked. What you're going to want to do is go to patreon.com/dumbdragoncast and sign up. And great news, it's Russ's birthday month, so it's on sale.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
we're the same age again, baby.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
50% off over at Patreon, and I'm the same age as Amy, which is
For only
both very
50% of the
exciting
year.
things. For only 50%,
Only
of the
50%
year. Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, so you get those Dungeon
Absolutely is.
Downtime, you get the show run by Tom, you get other fun stuff, including getting an episode dedicated to you. Like
What?
today's patron.
Caitlin!
Caitlin!
What's
Thank
up?
you, Caitlin.
Thanks, Caitlin. Without doxing Caitlin, can you tell me how she spells that? So many spellings of Caitlin. Wait, let's take bets first.
All right.
I think K-A...
See, I was going to say
Y.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
T-L-Y-N.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
double Y.
That's
I'm going
very
double
fancy.
Y.
Okay.
I was going to say C-A-I-T-L-Y-N. Like a C, Caitlin.
Still wrong.
Okay.
Ooh, I got next.
Go for it.
K-A-T-E space L-Y-N-N. Caitlin.
Also
Wow.
wrong.
Oh, damn.
I like the creativity, though.
I'm gonna go with the username approach and go K8LIN.
Oh, great guess. Great guess.
Also wrong.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Well, we didn't. I feel like we didn't.
T-L-I-N?
L-Y-N?
CAETLYN?
We're just saying letters now.
The letters were all said there. Don't worry, Caitlin. There's an exclamation mark somewhere in there, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was
thank
what we
you.
yelled at earlier.
Exactly.
Yes, that's right. Yep. Thank you so much for being here, Caitlin.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Caitlin.
thank you, Caitlin.
You're the best.
But yeah, you can join us today at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. 50% off if you join before the end of September 2025 off your first month, which is great. What did we determine last time? That we got up to like 18 weeks free by the math?
Something like
how
that.
worked
We're
out.
excellent
yeah.
at math.
Don't worry. It all balances out in the end because you're going to come in, you're going to get all that bonus content and all the great things that were previously mentioned already. Don't need to get into it again.
No, and you're going to be like, the best money I've ever spent. I love these people.
Right?
And
And
if
we
you're
love
listening
you.
way in the future, and it's like 2026 in September, go to the newest episode and see if we're doing another one this year. I don't know. what to tell
Probably
you.
are.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
might
mean,
be.
his birthday comes around like annually.
Every
Oh,
single
shit.
year.
So...
Innovative.
like clockwork.
Just
Yeah, thanks for
All
being
right.
here, friends. We'll get
I
you back
can't
to
watch you
the
while
to
doing
the
this.
to the trial that's happening right now. We'll see if Kavlaran makes it out or not.
Oh, he definitely will not. But that's fine.
spoilers, Tom.
We'll see.
he definitely might.
He won't. He won't. But he
Possibly.
might.
Yeah, but he might. You never know.
I think he might accidentally get out.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is he didn't really have a strong defense for himself, so
No. Yeah.
Oh, my principal told me CCG, and that's how we get away with doing stupid shit. Casually confused girl. CCG, casually confused guy. That is
That's
Kavlaran.
100%.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casually confused Kavlaran.
Well, put it on your character sheet. That's your new class. So you got that.
That's not-
Yeah. You're dipping your toe. You're level 3 now. You can start taking another class.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
Like it.
All right. Well, Tom's looking at his phone, so it's time to get out of the middle.
true.
He's making notes, Russ.
No.
busted.
I saw his lip move. I was like, nah, he's just looking at his phone.
He was adding it to his character sheet.
I was
Yes.
frantically
Yes.
putting Russ's birthday in my calendar for tomorrow.
Told you did.
No, it was already there.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks
We
for
love
listening,
you.
everybody. Love you
Yes,
lots.
thank you.
Bye.
And we'll talk to you very
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, Tim, I want you to decide, don't tell me, you to decide which one is magically imbued in some way, shape, or form.
You got it.
You put these 3 pieces of paper out, well, you show them to the judge first, and then you put them out in front of Billy Magix, William Vanderhoots, apologies, and he looks at him, he says, of course, this is child's play. Bazard could do this in his sleep as well, and he pulls out the same wand, gives like 3 and like the same flourish goes off on all 3 of them. And he examines them, looks at them, holds them up to the light again, being very scrutinous this time. And he says, without any doubt, I believe that this sketch, he holds up the first item that you shared, this one, is, in fact, magically imbued.
Okay, and the next 2, please.
He looks at them. He holds them up. Well, this looks like a menu that I've seen recently. I did eat down at the Brood Awakening on Wing Night, actually. It was a great time. You should go if you haven't been. And he's looking out to the gallery.
Please stay on task. We have other
this appears
witnesses.
to be completely normal. And the flyer... Oh, this is of Bizarre's store. Before it changed the name, right, Bizarre? And he looks out to the audience towards you.
I nod in confirmation.
Not germane, but
No, of course.
please note that Bizarre did nod. I don't know if that's even admissible in this court.
Well, I don't know what this might have looked like in such a historic time. This does appear to be mundane and normal.
Okay. Can you describe to the court the spells that you cast on these three and confirm if it's the same spells that you cast
Oh, yes.
on...
Yes, same spell, detect magic. I believe he looks at his wand and holds it up, looking at what you can
Label?
see as a little level bubble inside of it.
Yeah,
It's
like a battery.
Yeah, I only have a couple more charges in this one before I have to.
But you
reload
confirm
it. But
that
yes,
it's to the best of your knowledge, it's working accurately.
yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I have here a scroll of dispel magic. This has been certified by the court that they have used in the past for their own dealings when they make sure that they're not being given false information. Judge, will you confirm that?
Yes, of course. Proceed.
And he'd probably, if he could, try. Does the court have any mages that are on hand in case a brouhaha gets out? I'm trying to think who he would ask to do it that wouldn't be Bizarre again, which he was fine to do, but what information would he have?
In this town, Bizarre is the only resident caster. William Vanderhoots is a contractor who travels around towns.
Got it.
Yeah.
But Bizarre's trusted, so...
Yeah.
Magic's just so rare.
Got it. Yeah, I just want to make sure I have the lore down, because I've already messed up my Canadian
No,
roads.
you're good.
If the court will allow me, Bizarre, will you verify the authenticity of the scroll and cast the dispel magic on these three?
Yes. Yeah. Zard gets up, walks forward, and holds his hand out for the scroll.
Hands it, and I'm assuming probably got permission to do some of the stuff with the judge.
Of course.
Which document would you like me to use it on?
I believe if you have been told that it's can affect multiple mundane effects, so ideally all three, and hopefully not anything else standing in front. I don't got anything on me, so it's fine.
Excellent. Yeah, well, whichever evidence we're using, then, Bizarre goes ahead and undoes the scroll and, takes a long look at it, blinks. Okay. And then, sets it down. He's, putting it to memory. See him pull out a little mind booger, stick it into his pocket. And I don't have this spell, so I need to remember what the fuck that looks like. Especially because we're going to use it. So, I'm going to...
No matter what happens to Cav, you've already come out on top.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a new spell.
I'm going to be
Who
gold
cares?
now. So I go ahead and cast Dispel Magic on the evidence that's being asked to be cast on.
And any of the jurors that are eagle-eyed will notice that the original ledger is still out, not in the foreground, so to speak, of what's there, but it's off to the side. Imagine there's another table set up for evidence or what have you.
Got it. Okay, you cast that spell. So, Tim, describe what happens to the three documents that you had placed out.
You can see almost in cinematic slow motion. First document is the sketch. I obviously had it done in to make my paunch less big. It was enchanted as Mr. Vanderhoots confirmed. And then you look to the next one. But as you can see here, the prices are now changing, and everything is much more affordable and reasonable priced on this menu. And the last item, simply put, the flyers much less ostentatious and garish looking. All 3 items were magically changed.
From the gallery.
And I would like to do a slight, look to see if I can tell. Because I don't want to... Imagine if they did the OJ glove thing by bringing out 7 gloves, and you could be like, the 6th glove. I want to see if I can tell whether perception, sleight of hand, investigation, animal handling. Not sure how that would work. Ooh, actually, I have a familiar that I would probably... beforehand have it up in the rafters, so to speak, and I want them to be staring hard down.
Okay.
It looks like a pretty standard barn owl.
Okay. And they're examining the actual ledger to see what changed there. Yeah. Yeah, you see, as I guess you're more focused on the 3 documents, but your barn owl, who presumably you can see through the eyes, that's how that familiar works with your specific circumstance.
Let me tell you a little something about Dungeons and Dragons Warlock 2024 edition.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm not sure. It seems like it seems like it does less than old stuff, but I think it's just normal find familiar. So I think I have a telepathic connection to it. So, there's a lot of, like you said, share senses and things like that.
So your owl is watching the document, and it gives you the bird signal for something's happening. Which is more like you hear its feathers ruffle, and then it goes caw caw.
It's an owl.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't make owl noises because that would tell everyone there's an owl here.
Everybody kind of looks up and around, but they come back to yep.
They brought their chicken to court. That's crazy. Then I'll turn to Mr. Vanderpump Rules and say, Mr. Vanderpump, can you explain why you missed the 2 enchantments on the 2 other documents?
Oh, well, that could be he pulls up his wand, a misfire. It happens to all of us, right, Bizarre? Where we sometimes the spell is more focused on one and it doesn't occur on the other 2. It's happened before.
But you, mathematically, that you were 66% off.
It appears so. If we're going by math figures, yes. Math is the rule of how many I got right there.
Okay. Well, no further. Wait, what in the hell? I don't know what the original ledger should even look like. Initially, Thurston didn't think that this was that strong of a thing to bark down. Because why wouldn't they just, I don't know, use pen and ink to lie like a normal GD person? But all of these nobles they have to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he was just as curious as anyone else, right? Like he's done the main job. So, but now his eyes are turned to this changed excerpt. Judge, I think Mr. Bizarre's Dispel Magic spell, which dispelled my 3 documents, is affecting the allegedly enchanted document, and it appears to be changing as well.
She calls for the guard to bring it over to her bench, and the guard does so. She examines it for a long moment.
I apologize for this delay. This is not supposed to happen. I have no further questions to you, Vandercoot, but this is we might need to. I don't know. It's the only piece of evidence, and it seemed to be very important. So I apologize.
She doesn't show it to anybody at this moment.
We might just have to strike it. I'm not sure what the...
She actually calls you and Croaker to the bench. Says, this was, in fact, magically imbued. We may very well have to strike it from the record. However, I don't think, and she's looking at you, Thurston, I don't think that it's necessarily beneficial that you've done this. And she hands it to you, and it's still continuing to kind of like morph. Mm-hmm. And as you look at it, it is...
My name's Kavlaran. I love crimes. I want to do anarchy.
There are some consistencies there, but it's a written confession from Nina, who has gone missing.
Hey, not my client, hey? Am I right?
That explicitly implies that Kavlaran was the mastermind behind this entire situation.
You just had to keep talking. And I look at it real quick, like, Judge, this is obviously, we have no way to corroborate this. I'm just seeing this right now. They claimed what they had in front of them was the most important thing. If anything, this is added information proves that it's a deeper conspiracy against my client.
I think we're going to need to take some of this evidence, take a small recess, and hold on to your client until we can determine how best to proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you. And then I way back to my, like, you fucking jackass, I say over to Croaker.
You go back to Kavlaran as the judge is calling 2 guards over to her bench. You got a moment with Kavlaran before they're going to come take him away.
And I, am writing something down. It's like, yeah, so that maybe backfired. It looks like Nina is blaming you for the whole thing. It was a classic double enchantment, double swipe.
You never expect the double enchantment, double swipe.
You never expect it, yeah. They enchanted over a forgery. Mundane, magic, like I thought. The nobles, always overcomplicated, but in this case, I actually kind of respected. The overcomplication was pretty cool.
Yeah, game recognized game, absolutely.
Exactly, yeah. A lot like Vanderhoots. That guy's pretty cool, too.
So what's next? What do we do next?
I have no idea. I suggest you pray.
You see 2 guards coming over, and they say, "Come with us."
Yeah, we're gonna take a pause. We're gonna take a little rest.
Okay.
They handcuff you and take you back into holding, and we hear the door shut as the judge dismisses the gallery and jury. Dumbgeons & Dragons, Season 4, Episode 35, starring Amy Moore as Aladdin, Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, Tom Laird as Kavlaran Goldweave, Kyle Classett as Bizarre the Wizard, with Russ Moore as your Dungeon Master, and special guest Tim Lanning from Greetings Adventurers, Naruto Revuto, and Tribulation Farce. Find more from Tim at geeklyinc.com and listen next episode. He's not going anywhere for a little while. Dialogue editing and sound design of today's episode is by Russ Moore. Our community manager is Jessica Babiak. Music is from Epidemic Sound, and sound effects are from Epidemic Sound, Boom Library, and Sound Ideas. Our amazing cover art is by Matt Garbutt. And a huge thank you to our supporting producers, Gabriel Lynch, Jessica Babiak, Unger Runkirsen, Kat Waterflame, Perry Mady, Jacob Madden, Old School Gamer D, Craig Zeiss, L.A. Branton, and Chibs1012. We'd love if you joined us today at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast for the amazing community, all the bonus content, and so much more. Patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. We'll see you over there. But until then, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
There was a real long pause. Did you forget that you'd asked yourself a question?
Yeah.
Why aren't you guys
I mean, you're talking like it's hard. You're having a conversation with yourself.
Dumbgeons & Dragons is a Dumb Dragons production.